Hey guys, so I've decided to do a series of top 10 lists. In these videos I would just list my top 10 favourite movies of a specific genre or with a specific actor in it. For this video I'm doing my top 10 horror movies. My top number 1 horror movie is The Descent. Basically this movie follows a group of friends who explore a cave system, get a little bit lost and injured, and then start being attacked by things. The reason why it is number 1 on my list is because it's the first movie in a long time that actually impacted me. After watching it, I felt really claustrophobic, and that never happens. Number 2. So the second movie on my list is Nightmare on Elm Street. The original was one of my favourite scary movies growing up, but I have to congratulate them on the remake. It actually lived up to the potential of the first movie and they didn't completely mess it up. Third on my list are the Paranormal Activity movies. I couldn't decide whether I wanted to put number 1 or number 2, so I just ended up with both really. Both the movies cover the same demonic presence in the suburban households, but from different points of view. Number 4! So fourth on my list was Orphan. This movie is centered on a family who's recently lost a child and decided to adopt a 9-year-old girl. But that's when the freaky stuff starts happening. And with this movie, I just love the twist at the end. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. So fifth on my list, I decided to put The Uninvited. The Uninvited is about a girl who gets home after being in a mental institution and finds things have dramatically changed. This movie has another twist that I just love at the end. Number 6! So the sixth movie on my list was The Fourth Kind. It covers the mysterious disappearances in Alaska over, 40 years? I like what they've put as the cause of the disappearances in this movie, but I won't actually tell you what it is. You're gonna have to find that one out for yourself. Number 7. So in number 7, I've decided to put the Saw series. Might not be that much of a horror movie, but the level of gore is terrific. It was so groundbreaking and it just lifted the bars so high for other movies. I just think that with the idea of being so simplistic and easy, that it deserved a mention on the list. Though not gonna lie, I don't really watch Saw for the plot. Number 8. In the position of number 8, I've got The Mist. This movie is about a storm that basically brings some really weird creatures with it to a small town. And it's this big fight for survival. I thought I'd include this one because it was one of those movies where you don't really see the bad guy or the monster for a long time. And I miss those type of movies where everything just isn't shoved in your face and spoon-fed to you. Number 9! So in the position of number 9, I've put The Haunting in Connecticut. I was shown this last year on Halloween and thought that it really was undersold. This is where a family relocates so that the son can have closer access to his medical needs for his condition. Minor detail, the house they move into was formerly a mortuary. So of course that's where the problem starts. But what I liked about it was that it wasn't as simple as it could have been. Number 10. Picking a movie for number 10 was difficult for me. There are just so many great movies out there, it was just so hard to choose. So for number 10 I chose 28 Days Later. Some people might not agree that this is a horror movie, but I thought to include it because it's a zombie movie with a twist. The zombies aren't the undead, it's actually just people infected with a rage virus. And I kind of just love that concept. So that was my top 10 horror movies. I hope you agree or appreciate them. If you haven't seen them, I really recommend watching them. See ya! Irish wristwatch.